In this video, I'm going to show you what engineering students actually do after graduating, and hopefully by the end of this video, you'll have a better idea of what initial jobs that you could expect to do after you've graduated. By the way, my name is Aldrich. I'm a mechatronics graduate from the University of Sheffield. And yeah, let's get started. So this is it. This is the database, what University of Sheffield graduates do after graduation. If we read this, you can say from the screen, you can access information about what recent graduates were doing after, well, 6 months after graduation, right? And it says later on, like, this information will help you gain an overview of the range of options open to you. You will be able to see the proportions of graduates who have found employment who undertook a further course of study. However, it is important to bear in mind that this data only shows initial career paths and cannot be taken as an indication of longer term career prospects. Then the next paragraph, it says data is collected from all recent graduates who are invited to participate in the national destinations of leavers from higher education survey. The information collected is combined with results from all other UK higher education institutes and published annually. So not only does it show like what do Sheffield graduates do, it also shows what other universities do as well. And this is the stats for 2015 to 2016 to 2016 to 2017. And yeah, let's just get straight into it. Like, let's start with, well, let's go to engineering, and let's start with aerospace engineers. So if you want to do aerospace engineering, say you want to do bachelor's, master's, or maybe something with private pilot instructions, or a year in industry, or a year of studying abroad, these are the things that you could expect after graduating like uni. So let's have a look here. Yeah, feel free to screenshot this or whatever. By the way, this database is public access. I'll leave it in the link in the description. But yeah, look at that. Audit trainee, crash test engineer, defense specialist, development engineer, engineering graduate, freelance educational consultant. Look at that. Full stack developer, digital, IT technician. Look at all these. Some of them become mechanical engineers. Look at that. Look at that. RAF pilot. Look at that. Self-employed musician. That's mental. Like, it just shows like you don't need to use your engineering degree to be successful in the future. If you have other interests that you found in uni or in life, you should go ahead and pursue that, you know. But that's just my advice. But yeah, look at that. Software developer, software engineer, systems engineer. And look, these are the several employers that hire from. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Anyway, have a good look at that list. And yeah. Anyway, next engineering department that I want to look into is bioengineering. By the way, ignore this green box of numbers. I don't even know what that means or it makes sense. What's most important is this stuff right here. Oh, this stuff right here. So bioengineers. Oh gosh. Clinical scientists, engineering graduate, image analytics developer, native English tutor. Look at that. Nuclear medicine technologist. No idea what that is. And look, software engineer. Now this is quite a short list, not gonna lie. Yeah, and then that's interesting. That's interesting. Bioengineers. These are the initial career paths of graduates of, yeah. Do any of them interest you? Write them down. Write them down. All right. Next department that I want to look into is the AXI department, the Automatic Control and Systems Engineering. That's big man's graduate. Yeah, that's my degree. So that's those are people who studied mechatronics and robotics, or people who studied computer systems engineering. So yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, the ones that were interesting to me was the academic tutor, what else? The consultant, the data scientists. What was here? What was really interesting as well was the freelance photographer and media editor. And since I do YouTube, like it was kind of like, whoa, yeah, it was just pretty cool to see like it's not just like, yeah, it's just you can do so much with your degree. Pardon me. And yeah, look at that. Self-employed games developer, started their own business. Look at that, man. And software development, that's what I'm currently into right now. Yeah, technology graduate. I think those are for like graduate schemes and stuff. And yeah, those are the various employers. Yeah, love that. Look at that employer, not stated. That's Area 51 stuff right there. Anyway. Next department, let's look into chemical and biological engineering. So yeah, this department is for people studying basically chemical engineering, whether you're doing a BEng or an MEng. Yeah, look at this. Australasia. Is that meant to say Australia? I don't know, changing programs. But yeah, chemical engineers. Let's look at this. Look at this list, man. Yo, look at that list. Banking graduates, director. Look at that, director. These are interesting. Fire engineer. Yeah, junior researcher, lecturer. Look at all that, man. So many process related jobs. Look at that. Well, it is chemical engineering, so yeah, look at all that, man. This is a fat list. Teacher. Yeah, this is quite vast. There's software engineers here. Yeah, yes, a lot of engineers go into software. I mean, I keep reiterating software engineering because yeah, that's what I'm into, so that's what I'm interested. But yeah, you should do your research to yeah, find what you're interested in. But look at these companies, just blitzing through. I don't want to spend too much time on the companies. I just want to give you like an idea, so then we can move on and stuff. And I don't want to waste too much of your time. But yeah, look at all that, man. Oh, look at that. That's a big list. Anyway, next department that I want to look into is civil and structural engineers courses, right? So these are the people who are studying civil engineering with year in industry, whatever, MEng. Yeah, and there's also a secondary option if you go to Sheffield, which is structural engineering and architecture. That sounds interesting. So yeah, that's so if you're one of those people, right? Let's have a look. Architect, number 1, blast engineer, business analyst, business owner. Yo, look at that, man. Company owner, civil engineer. Yeah, just have a look at this, man. Ooh, there's a lot. Relay worker, self-employed private tutor, software developer, technical engineer, urban planner, water engineer. Yeah, there's a lot of good careers here. Yeah, look at these places. Look at that, man. I hope I'm not going too fast. Like I want to be able to not spend too much time because I'm going through a lot of departments, so I don't want this video to be too long. But anyway, the next department that I want to look into is the Department of Computer Science. Oi, let's look at these CompSci people, yeah? So if you're studying CompSci, computer science with a year in industry or whatever, yeah, software engineering degrees as well. Look at all this, man. AI and computer science. Yeah, man, look at all this. Foundation year, yeah. If you're doing all that stuff, these are the things what you could expect for your initial job paths. Like, look at this, 3D developer. Woo, there's a lot. Front-end developer, full-stack developer, yeah, Java developer, just developer. Yeah, sales executive, that's interesting. Social media analyst. Yeah, basically coding. Coding is the main gist. Yeah, that's cool, man. And these are the various companies employing you, the computer science people. Look at these jobs, man. Wow, these are high-paying jobs, man. Yo. Anyway, Next department, electronic and electrical engineering. I don't think I know many people who study this. I remember I had a EEE module and it was an absolute nightmare. Anyway, if you're studying electrical and electronical engineering or electronics and computer engineering, here's what you could expect for your initial job. You could be an account executive. Look at this. Consultant as well, design engineer, embedded engineer, evolved packet system monitor. I've never heard of that before. Freelance lighting designer, image quality engineer, marketing and sales, network paramedic. That's interesting. Railway engineer, retail IT support, self-employed engineering consultant, scientific programming. Interesting. You can become a visiting research staff. Don't know what that's. I don't know what that is. Yeah, software engineering again. Teaching assistant. Yeah, and these are the various companies. Yet again, these are some big boy companies. Not gonna lie. International. All right, what's the next department? All right, next department I want to go into material science and engineering. Let's see what you lot are doing. Yeah, advanced manufacturing engineer. Oh, kind of glitched there. Aircraft engineer, airline pilot. Oh, that's climbing wall manager. That's interesting. Editor, director of minerals production export monitoring. Like these to think that people like get into these jobs after uni. That's crazy, right? English teacher, look at that. Lab manager, lead scientist. Ooh, wow. Postdoctoral researcher. Research. Look at that, man. Look at that. And these are the various companies. And look at all this. Again, a lot of international companies, man. Yeah, man. Last but not least, mechanical engineering. Now let's have a look at mechanical engineers, yeah? Aircraft designer again. Army officer. Look at that. Assistant professor. Ooh, doctor. Engineer, doctor. Yeah, I remember my previous video I said that. That was pretty cool. Freelance translator. Ooh, a lot of mechanical stuff, obviously. Sorry, I'm just looking. You can be not assigned yet. A policy assistant. Interesting. Yeah, self-employed owner, self-employed tutor. This is a big list. Yeah, it's a big list. Look at these graduates as well, the employers. These are mad. I'm still scrolling. Oh, yeah, mechanical engineering. You lot are doing bits. My advice after watching this video is to make a list of the potential jobs that might be interesting to you based on the engineering department you want to specialize in. Have an open mind. This is super important. You know, you're probably at that stage where you're super young and you've not actually, experienced the stuff. You'll only know once you've started learning it and going into the detail of stuff. So yeah, have an open mind, and during your free time, just have a look at those careers, do some research, look at day in the life of people in those jobs. Is it something that's interesting to you? Is the content itself interesting? Does it lead to what you want out of life? Make sure you take into consideration your metrics of success. Maybe that's salary, happiness, maybe it's job satisfaction, maybe it's opportunities abroad, whatever it is, take those into consideration when you're looking at these jobs. I also want to make a disclaimer at this point, if it wasn't clear already. That database that you just saw is literally just for initial jobs. It is, as we saw, it's not designed to make a long-term career decision, right? But it should just give you an idea of what people have gotten themselves into after graduating, because believe it or not, including myself, right, all these graduates had some form of quarter life crisis. I am positive, right? And they've had this, oh damn, I don't know what to do with my life, I don't want to do this, I don't know, like they had that kind of thinking process, and they've made the leap forward to make, you know, to do software development, for example, or to do, you know, whatever job was listed for that particular engineering department. So again, it goes back to that point of having an open mind. And also, that database isn't an absolute list of things that engineers have to do. You know what I mean? So you're not strictly restricted to those things. If there is something you want to pursue, you should pursue it. You don't have to limit yourself to those jobs in that database, okay? It should just give you a better general idea of what people actually do, and you should treat it like a guideline, and that's what I did. Personally, I used this database as a starting point, and then from there I did my personal research, and I looked into the things that you can accomplish as well. I looked into opportunities abroad, I looked into career progression, salary, skills, strengths, all that kind of stuff, like things that make it a perfect match for me, for my unique body, and that'll be like different for everybody else. So yeah, there's a lot of choice out there. Be open-minded is the biggest thing, and yeah,